Hey all, this is Xenoxis, and this is Xenoxis show for the 6th of August 2025. Let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, you can put it up and after that seems like a waste though. Okay, There is it. Welcome to blah blah blah, this Valleys, blah blah blah. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, so you don't have much of a choice because there is no one here yet where you can fly. So I think this is the one that flies you to Arcades. So that's. That's definitely his voice. Yeah, man, all that good stuff that you have there, definitely take a like. Yeah, I heard someone escape the dungeons. Isn't this somewhere where the boss is? So you can get the key? Or is it just that, oh, you have to be here? Or is the boss supposed to be here somewhere? Because you just need to look for like the green ones, for example, on the map to know which ones you can actually talk to and stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah, you're good at your chocobos. Oh, okay. Right, and he already has that. Ooh. Yeah, fully consumes user state reviving full restoring. Which is very, very important if there's a specific character that you need to get up, you know. To do that, boom. This. Now let's get this. Because otherwise, right, if we cannot do that hunt because it's not raining in that area now, we can do this one, of course, because this one is already accepted. We can do that in the loose mines. That requires, of course, North Brawl or Low Town. That requires the Keys Plain Rains, so we cannot do that one. We can do this one, but since it's, yeah, that's probably the Black Flan. The one that's like, you know, non-elemental, like it absorbs all other elements, I think. Okay, so that's going to be Bjerba. That of course requires the rain, that is just near Banastre. So those are the only things where we can probably do. So Keys Plain during rains. The one in North Town, or the like the yeah. So we need to get to Bjerba. Because I don't think it's gonna start raining there anytime soon. But yeah. I don't know how many characters though we get, like poach and stuff there, because poaching is actually better kinda than stealing and stuff there, because poach I believe always succeeds, if I remember correctly. But then, for example, the way poach works, of course, is that so poach doesn't even show up there yet. Yeah, so poach is where exactly? It's poach again. Revive is there. Achilles is there. Is poach here? Does infuse? Infuse is there. Where is this poach? No, that's Achilles. It's a random one forward, but one other additional element. So where did I see poach? Soul Ether is there, Wither is there. Where is poach? Might have been industry. Sheer. Shades of Black. Traveler, Revive. Was it on another character I saw poach? mean, maybe I've already learned it, but I need to find the skill somewhere. Yeah, we already have it here. Poach, there. I already have Poach. It's just that I haven't learned it, or I haven't bought the thing yet. Because Poach is basically like, yeah, Poach is, but don't even show up here, I don't think. Yeah, because Poach is basically like, if an enemy has like critical health, you will poach it and stuff like that, so yeah. But that means, of course, often you want to at least have several characters that will try and poach or whatever, right? Because, yeah. And there's no way to, like, sadly, of course, I mean, technically, I believe you can actually set up like an no attack, whatever, so you could set up something like foe, because I did get it right. Didn't I? Didn't I get it? Yeah, full status HP critical, and then basically you would, on other characters here, you would have that basically like, right, you would have that full HP critical, but then not have a command set up here. And I'm guessing that would make it so that you would automatically stop attacking stuff that, but then what if you're up against a boss or whatever, you know, and stuff that, because yeah. I'm curious actually if the ferry will be available at this point. I don't know, maybe we have missed the opportunity to get the Barheim passes. Maybe there is that the boss is actually inside, that's true. But you have to find another way inside. Because the reason why hunts, of course, are important is because certain hunts, of course, give you certain key items that then lead to certain other treasures, or sometimes, you know. And the boss search the key. Around here, so. Maybe it's just a hidden path. Because there are technically hidden paths in certain areas and stuff like that. Like, you might not think that that is true, but that is actually true. There are like hidden paths and stuff like that. Sometimes. And of course certain paths are of course very, very obvious and stuff like that. Now you might say, oh, it has to do with having a chocobo or whatever, right? Like that could definitely be the case. Because I mean, that's the first time when they talk to you about chocobos and stuff that, but you know. But we know they have to show you grass basically. Where the chocobo stuff always is. Because that's basically how they made it, so that it's easier to tell where you can use a chocobo, because there always needs to be grass. When there is much desert in, because I know that this takes place way after, because this actually takes place way after Tactics. Tactics actually the PSP game, or not the PSP game, but the PlayStation original and the PSP game, of course, they take place like way before. Final Fantasy 12 is a lot further into the thing. Well, I forgot exactly when Vagrant's story takes place, because Vagrant's story also takes place in Ivalice. And that's a PlayStation 1 game that a lot of people missed, because it was actually pretty late, if I remember correctly, in the PlayStation life cycle and stuff like that. Because sometimes, of course, there are people that, for example, were early adapters of PlayStation 2. And PlayStation 2, I believe, took a while for it to actually come out in the PAL region, whatever, because I remember when I got it, I'm pretty certain it hadn't been out for very, very long, and I got Gran Turismo 3 and I always considered Gran Turismo 3 to be a release game. I know there are some people that say that, oh, the release games are only what is immediately on a console, immediately upon release. But then there are some people that say, oh, that oh, the release window is 6 months. But I feel like that feels like it's way too big, especially like back in the day. Because back in the day you could make games way quicker and stuff like that. I would say, for example, on the Super Nintendo, it should maybe be used 1 or 2 months after the console's release to count as the ones that would be considered code release games. But I'm also saying is, of course, depending on what generation it is, I feel like. Right. Headsman. Soul Ether. We have something for 50. Let's just get this done. Shield 6. Yeah, more max HP boom. Because I always want to have the 50, 75 and 100. So that gives me access to that. Because I believe the reason why we cannot go over there yet is because that would connect to the place where the thing is blocking off. And of course you might say, oh, you're just wasting time by doing a bunch of this and stuff like that, you know. Because I'm pretty certain that this was just locked over here and stuff like that, you know. Right, you are the tiny bugs. And that makes you definitely think that, oh, this is supposed to be open now or something like that, you know, that something happened over here. Yeah, now it says we need a Barheim key to open it. So the question is, where do we get the Barheim key? I'm guessing it's actually going to be part of a hunt. Is what I'm actually guessing. That once we get a certain hunt, we will probably be able to open it. Yeah, because there was of course in a certain point where they replaced the lower level enemies with higher level ones, but now that it stopped raining, it like stopped having the high level enemies here. Okay, let's see. I don't think that this will be anything yet, though. I don't think there's any chance that we're gonna be allowed here to go north. Snubben on what? Yeah, you can get high potions here. High potions aren't too expensive in this actually and stuff like that, but yeah. Yeah, but the stuff that's here, they all don't respawn. The stuff that you... Oh, do you have? But I don't think that will help with anything. Yeah. Except it does, of course, show you what's on the other side. The Muskins are now bank, the Yoma, Broken Sands, and then the others. Oh, I already talked to you. Skålarna. Bra. I heard rumors of the Imperial fleet. Okay. I thought there were a side quest you could start here. Maybe I'm like remembering things from another game. Yeah, Flight Surbanastra. Yeah, it's the hummy looking icon. Almost looks like the whole messenger icon actually. I remember that them send messenger and stuff that like. And it was on a lot of, what was it? Was it with Windows XP it came by default or was that later? And stuff that because messenger was like really popular and stuff that because yeah. Actually, let me pull that up now. Oh, yeah, pull it up, yeah. Good. Right, so... Oh, come on, Chris. See, I lose minds, blah, 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 wah, wah, wah. Okay, to site 2, nice. Or site 3 key. So yeah, now we're only missing this one, the whole low town thing, getting that. And then it needs to rain again. So yeah, it's over in that place. Okay, so now we will actually be able to go over there, which I talked about before, how important that would be. So I'm guessing that those would be higher level enemies there, probably. So let's go. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Touch. Pancakes get hungry. I don't think there's any chance to do. Now you get access to super omega weapons. So this store is packed. So yeah, instant sword, Kurumarus, will blades, cherry staff, bronze mace. Gamma Castle. Simon Wolf belts. I don't know if it's just go in and out of the same thing to have stuff show up in the bazaar. I don't know if that's just the case that you can do. I hope that it's not the antlion thing that triggers the thing with the whole Gilgameshing. I don't think so. I think the Gilgamesh is so specific later on, because basically it's during the Gilgamesh hunt that you actually face Gilgamesh several times, I believe it is. And that each time you face him, you can quote unquote steal from him and stuff that. Well, I'm guessing probably because I mean, not in all Final Fantasies there are more than like one set of like any armor. There are like in several ones where you can get at least more than one Genny armor and stuff like that, because yeah. Because according to Final Fantasy 9 you only need 2 sets of Genny armor and stuff like that, so yeah. But now this enemy shouldn't be really a problem at all. And maybe this is going to be locked again, so we have to activate that thing again. And they should drop superior loot now, whatever that will mean. The undeads. Bats, of course, but still. Don't tell me pebbles are the superior loot. Yeah, because bomb fragment is normally the things that you want and stuff like that. What about can be here? Which is why I say, like, why do you only have Aqua as a spell then? Like, why doesn't Aqua exist as a spell, you know? Okay, so this is already open. Because it needs to be open, because otherwise that would be dumb. You fucking stupid piece of beep. Stupid villain. Well, she's probably the one that did the 3.4k there, because she used its weakness. And the fact that that mace can disable is also very good, so you know. No, sadly, of course, you don't get unique names for the classes, of course, when certain combinations are like met or whatever, right? That would be really cool, right, you know? Like, I would have loved it if the boards could, quote-unquote, get combined rather than having to spend on the individual board. But that would, of course, give certain combinations more powerful thing, because you would be able to reach certain nodes that you would normally not be able to reach. But I thought that that would have been such a cool thing, but then people probably would have pulled their hair out, you know, if they realized that, oh shit, this class is really good. But yeah. Yeah. Of course, one thing that I would say is a bit of an issue with this is that there are so many things that are like tempting to do, right? Like once you get certain weapons, right, it's tempting to, oh man, I want all of my classes to be this class or whatever, you know. Once you get certain things to drop or whatever, because yeah. So I'm guessing it's going to be here that we use the key to open up the path. No. Because there's no way that it's used on this gate. Yeah, switch or a lever somewhere. That makes me think that it's actually going to be further up. Okay, we're not seeing the kid again, at least, run. Oh, she's now level 37. So it definitely seemed like, even if you, like, for example, the fact that I started as White Mage is probably the reason why Ash has gotten like way less health than. So she already has no swing of 50. No swing of 100, no swing of 175, yeah, so she already has that. Yeah, let's just get adrenaline. And there's one for 30 we can get to, boom, too. Yeah, get to that. Yeah, battle over here. And battle over, battle over, battle over. Channeling. Okay, horology. There's the 101 respondents. And that's over here as well. So you can see how it connects there. For example, like all of these stuff will become available here, so we will be able to get that battle on that. Kinda. Oh man, he only needs 2 more points. Okay. I can get it after I kill these. Also might mage here. Is that HP? Oh, that's sleep, okay. So that's magic lore, magic lore, magic lore. What could we get? Yeah, Serenity, Boom. Famous Moon and Kumba. Although that seems like really weird, like what the heck is Kumba? Yeah, so she's a few levels ahead now and stuff that's yeah. But it also seems like, for example, like the stuff that you have equipped on for example, on one of your characters. So I got exactly how it works, but it seems that the embodied type actually also seems to kind of fit the guest character, although I'm not 100% certain that's true. But I'm pretty certain in the original you could at least check out what their equipment was. Or maybe there was another way to do that. Status does not let you see the gear that they're wearing. Yeah, you can see how many. So SPS there's 1, 2, or there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more than I can get. So there's 12. So there's 12 SPS in total. I mean, I would say that that's a decent amount, but it's hard to tell exactly. And then the thing is, of course, Belasius is the fire one and stuff that. Yeah, if I remember correctly, though, in the original game, I forgot exactly because I'm pretty certain that the boards that you got access to, for example, was very, very big in the original game, at least. So that, for example, if you didn't get Belasius on the board, there was a big chunk that you did not get access to. But I forget if that is true in this. Of that, because I do remember that in the original that it would like basically lock a big part of the board. And I believe also that, yeah, okay, so this is also going to be, yeah, there should be an Eve somewhere. Making me think that, yeah, we're going to have to get past the thing, the mark here. I'm pretty certain that there are going to be better HP things as well we can eventually equip. Because keep in mind, of course, eventually Golden Amulet will reach a point when it does nothing. Stuff that, by the way, once we've gotten all the license points we need, or basically once we have the full boards. Because then the only thing that would matter after that would be like Espers and stuff that, you know. Is he gonna be here still? Yes, he is still here. And I cannot check your level, but you should be easy now in comparison to how you used to be. And now your damage is pretty pathetic now. There. Rock toys, fat boys. And that should just be just outside the rock toys should just be outside the thing. Yeah. At the Cruise Sky Grounds. Which is right over there. So Was it? That was very close. I feel like there was a character that was close to something and I forgot. So that's 50, 75. Where's the 101 though? Yeah, I've already got to the 101, okay. Actually, let's do that. Because that can give me access to the 31 and the 51 there. Yes, the 75 one there, 51 there. Right, but where's the 101? Here? Here, yeah, there's that. I think I can already see it on the Archie board though. It's a 125 there, but that doesn't lead to anything. You don't miss out on anything with area that. And there's 100 thing on that, so. No, not do that. Maybe. So I'm guessing this is what opens up now. And you are level 40 enemies, okay? Interesting. Okay, how rough are you as enemies? Yeah, you hit hard. Car, please.
I can't.
You're weak to wind, okay, good. I don't know what it will do, but panic. Wow, did they give so much XP? Thank you, Belias. Come on, Belias, let's go on an adventure. Summoning is so good. And it's kind of like a little bit of the boss team, because there's a specific boss team also when you fight Esper specifically. He's of course gonna Hellfire once he runs out of the thing. Belias, you got this. I forgot, does he immediately use it if he's about to die? Does he immediately go into Hellfire? Or is it only when he runs out of time? Are they that much different though? It seems to be absolutely crazy. We have to use the power of the Esper. I think no Esper so bad, but that's because you want the Esper to stick around for a long time. Go, go. Storm the front. Are all of these going to be mimics? Dark mode? Okay. Okay, this is probably a lot easier to fight. Multi-scale, what is multi-scale? Not a useful item, multi-scale. I wanted to put multi-scale is. Because it was not a thing here. Is multi-scale something here? No. Multi-scale does sound like it would be a spell. Apparently not. No weapon by any chance, are you like a... Oh. Okay, so on hit bravery. But then you would want to hit party members with that. Ja. Furagas. Tank, please. Yeah, then Belial. Relax. Fight through the pain. Right, I thought he would hellfire there actually when he spotted it. Phoenix Dynamite. Immediately. Surprise! Guess who's back? Was not an MP, so expulsion. Thank you, you can actually heal as well, I forgot that. Absolute case, man. Please don't be a mimic. Damn it. I can't dispel you right. Or do I have a dispel? It was immune to that. What is the spell again? Huh? I think he dispelled it. Or something. I can probably not say that. But I think we can kill this actually. Bart can probably kill it almost wrong. Oh. Why did you have to appear from nowhere? I could technically do this if I had no gambits. We do have some gambits. Because you can cast cure at least. Like I know it's not the greatest. What do we have? It's 80% HP, yes. So am I 80% or less? She doesn't have the rest, right? Does she? She doesn't blind, no. Yeah. Yeah, we do a lot of damage to it actually. Okay. I don't know if there's any way to remove that actually. I would actually like to see what this is here.
It cannot end us.
Spellbound. Okay. But tonight, So maybe we can use them. But they're gonna... No, they didn't trigger that, that's good. But of course, there is a way to... There is something that you can equip, of course, with... that allows 2 storage traps. Is there a way we can tell? By the way, is there a way we can tell if something is a thing or not? So I should double exclamation points. Or 2 exclamation points. Okay, is that how you tell? This is what? This is 2 exclamation points. Okay, Koga Blade. Koga Blade, that's... Ninja Sword. Oh, please. Oh, I probably don't have the licensing for that yet. Yeah. Jag nu... Iga Blade. Koga Blade is actually down here. Wow, it's the 3rd level of Ninja Sword. Do you know how big that is? Like that's like... Because that's a 3rd level of Ninja Swords and that's 87 attack power from like that's actually very good. But I believe, right, like the reason, for example, like why you would use light armor, right? Isn't the light armor the ones that eventually give you speed, or some of the light armor pieces? Like so with katanas, you need a light gear, but basically with the Shikari, rather, you want to have the light armor. What's that? So yeah. We currently at Headband Jiu-Jitsu, the gi there, and then Pirate has Viking coat. 9 Thieves Captain in the gear, Gigas hat. There should be a 10 somewhere, jag köper dem, men det var bara bastyr. And 11 Crown Laura som rubber suit. Renewing Boreal Mirage Vest. Dueling Master Brave suit. So being able to use then eventually, like using Tumulus also is there, Thumulus, and bombs too. Actually, hand bombs weren't expensive to learn. Yeah, so once we have 55, we can get that. We can get hand bombs level 2 and then we can use Tumulus. That's actually stronger even. Although that's a 2-hander. But does that mean that is AoE? Because it's caught him with a bomb.